Hi, I'm Lulu. Welcome to Lulu's Way. I'm glad you're here. So today is Monday. We just finished up our last little adventure before we ended this 6 week journey. I'm actually staying at Luann's house right now, her condo, um, and I just had a wonderful night's sleep. I come out to my van because everything that I need is in here. So I just take some things in there for sleeping and showering, but all my food and supplements are in here. I'm not moving all that stuff in her house. So I just pop out here and get my things going. So I'm just going to make my dandy blend right now. I keep my tea kettle in here, right here, and here's the little electric part, and it's all plugged in under there. So when we left Mexico, got to turn my inverter on. There we go. So when we left Mexico, we got a tip on Lake Squaw, Squaw, Squaw Lake. Um, Unfortunately, we couldn't make it to that particular spot that was suggested to us because we just got to a part of a road that was really, really sketchy. And I think that, like, because of our experiences, we were like, do we dare? Do we dare? Like, the ruts in the road were so deep. I was like, oh, something tells me we're going to get in that and not get out. So we decided to turn around and go to what we saw on online was this campground called TK Jones Campground. It was right there on Squaw Lake. So we had driven by that before we started looking for this special spot. It was like secluded, right on the water, that kind of a feel. But we ended up deciding to go to TK Jones Campground. It was in Winterhaven, California. So the other side of the lake was Arizona. We were right on the border, but where we stayed was in California, right on a beautiful, beautiful lake. And the campground was unique, whereby it was on the water was like a parking lot, and they were regular sized parking spaces all along, and each parking space was a campsite. So back away from the water, there were other camp spots that were actual, like you pull in and there's like a picnic table and all that stuff. But this one there were a few picnic tables around that you could use, but we wanted to be on the water, so we parked right on the water. And it really was a beautiful place. It really was a beautiful place. And this kind of parking lot style camping worked well for us. I mean, we just, we were able to set up whatever we needed to set up right outside our, we didn't, the parking spaces are kind of long to accommodate different sized vehicles. So we just kind of parked more towards the front of the space. So we had the whole back end because we were backed in to set up our chairs and tables and stuff. And then there was like this sandy hill that went down, and it went right at the water. And you could walk down this sandy hill, and there were picnic tables down there right next to the water. And then you just come back up, walk up the hill, and you're right at your van. So we spent 3 nights there. It was $15 a night, but with our America the Beautiful pass, it was half price. So it was $7.50 a night. No electric, no water spigots. We brought everything in that we needed. Um, there were restrooms, but they were out of order. No big deal. We know how to take care of that business. So there was a woman that Luann knew that joined us. So it was the three of us at this campground. And she was lovely. Her name is Bobby. And we spent 3 days together. And it was lovely. She was a really lovely woman. Um, I noticed her kindness. She was very kind, very gentle woman. Just a very gentle demeanor, and just felt like an angel of some sort. She just felt she felt nice to be around. Um, she was just very positive, and uh, she seemed very centered and just a genuinely beautiful human being. That is how I sized her up. It was wonderful spending time with her, and we met the gentlemen that were on either side of us. There was a couple over here in a van, um, and they had a ProMaster van, the big one, not little tiny like mine. What they had that I really had my eye on was on their back doors. They had, like, if you can picture like the Max Air fans, but they don't have fans. They're just kind of squares with screens with crank. But it has that same open, the same way that a Max Air fan opens and closes, those open. So they had two of them installed on their, one on each back door, and then they just cranked them open like that, and they had two square. What I liked about them was that they weren't like windows. It's not like having a window installed that opens and slides and it just looks like an RV window. I love how they were white on white. I felt like they seemed very stealth, because that little square plastic box on the back of the van when it's closed could really be anything, you know. So it didn't really, you know, stealth is just important to me. I like that. So I'm kind of thinking about that. So I took a picture of the back of his van so I could talk to my van build slash solar guy about it. So we left there on Sunday morning, and it was about a 3 hour drive from there to Luann's home here. Um, and we were having our breakfast out at the campground, and we were thinking about how, wow, this afternoon we're going to just like be at your house. That just seems really strange to be in a house, you know. It had been so long, and we were fantasizing about we were like, imagine we're going to like flush a toilet. Imagine we're going to have like running hot water and soap to wash our hands. We were fantasizing about it. So, you know, we got here and it was just like, it's been really nice, you know. We were both talking about all the things about the house, like just walking in. We were sitting on her patio, and we were in like this uh, on her little swing. It's like a big chaise lounge kind of swing thing that you sit on, and we were sitting on that, and it was just like, wow, like we're in like total luxury right now. Total luxury. It was so good. Oh, it was so funny. So we've been appreciating all the little small things in life. It's been really good. I'm gonna have, I bought this at Sprouts. It's organic sunflower butter. Organic roasted sunflower seeds. That's the only ingredient. One ingredient. Doesn't even have salt. Nothing. No oils or salt. So I'm going to put this on my rice cakes, and I'm going to have a pear on the side, and I'm going to take this in my dandy blend back into the house and have breakfast with my good friend Luann. And I'm going to leave you right now with a montage of TK Jones Campground, Winterhaven, California.